Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So this is your October love reading. Okay, we're doing the Gypsy Tarot again. For October, we are using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, okay? Let's get into your reading then, my darlings. I'm using Movie Maker this month for the reading because I didn't have enough time to set everything up camera-wise with my official camera that I used for the YouTube videos. It takes ages to render those videos, edit them and all sorts. So we're just going to use Movie Maker to do the video this month, okay? So let's shuffle the cards and see what's coming in for Sagittarius and love. Universe Spirit, what's coming in for Sagittarius and love? Show me Sagittarius and love for the month of October 2018. Show me Sagittarius and love. What can you see in a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread? Coming in for Sagittarius and their love lives in October 2018, show me, okay. So we've shuffled the cards. We're going to split the deck into 3 Sagittarius like so. We'll collect that back up like so, and let's just start laying down the cards like so. 1, 2, let's just move this in a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we want 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, there we go. So let's have a look then. Mental and emotional, what's going on around that situation? Okay, the 4 of Swords. So the situation, I think, for some of you Sagittarians, the 4 of Swords is all about somebody who withdraws from us. So sometimes when you get, say, for example, the Ace of Wands and the 4 of Swords, somebody might become disinterested. You know, because 4 of Swords is withdrawal. Somebody's kind of like taking a bit of a break. Ace of Wands is interest. 4 of Swords is they've become disinterested, or they're not so, you know, excited as they used to be. They've wound down. They've become more a little bit dispassionate. 4 of Swords is all about withdrawal. So I think that the situation might be somebody withdrawing from you. And we've got the 4 of Swords here. And what's your mental and emotional? How do you mentally and emotionally feel about that? You feel the 7 of Wands. I think that, how do we feel when we feel, I think that some of you guys mentally, you'll feel like you want to keep going. Because that's what the 7 of Wands energy is. The 7 of Wands will show up when we still want to fight for something here. We still want to defend it. We're still very loyal to it. But also some of you guys probably being able, it depends really, because on the Rider-Waite, the 7 of Wands is showing a guy who's on a hill and he's been able to rise above something. So some of you guys, it might be mentally you're able to rise above this. Emotionally, you might be able to rise above it. I think it's more than likely you guys are rising above this energy, to be honest with you, with the 7 of Wands energy. I'm going to see what the reason is for that. Well, the 2 of Wands energy. I think that the 2 of Wands energy it's a difficult energy in a way in tarot, because, you know, in love it can be that somebody's at a crossroads in love. With the 2 of Wands, they've got a path between you. You know, you can either sink or swim with the 2 of Wands, and I almost get the impression that this is you guys rising above this energy, mentally and emotionally, because the 7 of Wands is about rising above things. And I think that if somebody's withdrawn from you, I think mentally and emotionally you're probably rising above it with the 7 of Wands, because you have a choice between 2 paths. And it might be some of you guys have a choice between somebody else. It might be that somebody's withdrawn, but you've all got other people waiting in the wings. So it might be that you guys have risen above this energy, because there are other people, there are other options that you have with this 2 of Wands. What's going on around the present situation? So we've got the 3 of Coins. 3 of Coins in a love reading often means that you are working on a relationship. You're working on developing it. This is the card that shows up sometimes when, and you can see, the only thing I don't like sometimes about the new decks that I've got, like the Ciro Marchetti, is it doesn't show the additional 3 people together, the 1 person on a pedestal and the 2 people beneath, because sometimes that really just show up a lot of stuff. Shopping together, eating together, socialising together is the 3 of Coins energy. But it just shows 1 person, and really the 3 of Coins is all about completing a task. It's about really trying to achieve perfection with the 3 of Coins. Because I think the situation is all about trying to achieve perfection here, trying to complete a task within a relationship, trying to work hard on putting the jigsaw puzzles together inside the relationship. And I say that because it's 1 person who's doing the work here with this 3 of Coins energy. But threes represent creation as well. Threes do within the tarot, okay? And threes also represent building structures. So it's the start of building a structure here. And I think the situation is about building a structure here with the Three of Coins. What are you experiencing with that Three of Coins right now? Well, you've got another three, the Empress, which is nice. So I think that the situation is all about working hard, Three of Coins, putting some effort into building a relationship with the Three of Coins. And what you're experiencing is the Empress. It looks to me like you guys are nurturing something here with an individual in the present situation. I think somebody withdrew, and I think that you've risen above it because you had another option with the Two of Wands. And I feel that right now the situation is all about building, working hard on building, developing, which number threes represent developments, developing a relationship with the Three of Coins. It's about this energy, I think, with the Three of Coins being this situation, is about getting perfection with the Three of Coins. And I think that what you're experiencing is a time of creation involving this with an individual. I'm going to have a look at why you're experiencing the Empress. The Chariot, it's nice. I think that I see some of you guys moving forward with an individual here, because that's what the Chariot is. It's all about moving forward. Okay, so I do feel that, I think if you're not with anyone, Sagittarius, I think that the situation is all about, with the Three of Coins, completing a task here. And what you're, and this could be work, for example, for some of you guys. And what you're experiencing with the Empress is a new time of creation. Maybe this is, this is you guys creating new things for yourself. Maybe this is a new project. Maybe this is getting a new hairstyle with the Empress energy. She's very much to do with beauty, and maybe this is like doing a new face routine, or getting a new wardrobe with the Empress. So if you're on your own, you might be making some improvements. Both cards are about improvements here, and that's because you're moving forward, especially after this energy here. So whichever way it is, I don't see necessarily a person here. You might be nurturing a relationship with a Cancerian for some of you Sagittarians, for example. But I certainly feel that if you're on your own after somebody withdrew from you, and I do definitely feel that you're taking the higher ground here with the Seven of Wands energy, because you have you've got options. You've got a couple of options for some of you guys have with this Two of Wands energy. And some of you guys, it can be an option between whether you sink or swim, Two of Wands energy. But I certainly feel that if there's not anybody around you here, then this is definitely the situation is you guys Three of Coins. You're focusing very much on your work, working towards making improvements, I think, with this Three of Coins. And around that, what you're experiencing is the Empress. You're starting to see results of that labour here because you're moving forwards, and the results with the Empress energies, you're starting to see things grow and things flourish within yourself, or maybe with somebody else. Now, what's your hopes or your desires? Well, the situation is about worry and fear with the Nine of Swords energy showing here. And you can see the Nine of Swords is looking directly over at the Three of Coins. So this woman is a little bit worried here about the Three of Coins. Maybe she's worried about working on a new relationship with the Three of Coins energy. Maybe she's afraid to invest in a new relationship here. But let's have a look at what your hopes are around that Nine of Swords energy showing up here. Well, the Knight of Swords, I think that your hopes with the Knight of Swords is that this will dispel, this will move, this will change, that there'll be a sudden change concerning this, because the Knight of Swords is sudden change. So I feel that the situation is that there has been some worry with this Nine of Swords energy, but your hope is that with the Knight of Swords, because the Knight of Swords is going to move that Nine of Swords energy. So you're hoping with that this will suddenly change with the Knight of Swords energy, and the reason for that is because of the Hermit energy. I think that you guys have done, I think that there's you guys have done some very, very deep reflection. I think there's been a lot of deep reflection in terms of your love lives showing up here, Sagittarius. Because the Hermit energy, you're saying, well, yeah, there's been worry here, but what I hope for is that this worry is going to dispel. I'm hoping that there's going to be a sudden change concerning this because of the Hermit. Now, for some of you guys, it might be a Virgo individual, but the Hermit usually is about inner reflection, because I think that some of you guys have gone through a time where you've been meditating, you've been doing some inner reflection on and introspection on situations that have been less than desirable. I feel that somebody has withdrawn, but this is a really good reading, and it's the first time I think in a few months of doing Sagittarius that I've seen Sagittarius, for me, certainly as a reader, looking really strong. And you are looking really strong because you've decided, I'm taking the higher ground on this shit. I'm not allowing it to overcome me. If you were the Seven of Wands in the reverse, mentally and emotionally, you'd have kind of just surrendered to this energy here. Would have been good either way. Mentally and emotionally, with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, you tend to surrender. But the Seven of Wands in the upright is good as well, because it says, well, I'm taking the higher ground because I've got a couple of different areas that I can look at. There's a couple of paths that I can explore here. you know, and, you know, my hopes and desires. Well, yeah, I am worried. And I am worried about trying now with the Three of Coins energy to maybe improve my own life with this Three of Coins energy. You know, because this involves with the Empress in the present situation. What I'm experiencing is, yeah, I'm experiencing improvement, Empress energy. I'm experiencing new things that are developing within my life because I'm moving forward here. You know, but I am worried. But I'm hoping that I can get over these worries with the Knight of Swords energy, because I have done a lot of inner work on myself. And the Hermit is all about taking time out of situations and doing a lot of inner work. Because usually if you work on yourself, you tend to find that differences will occur. You're no longer in that hurt. This is why you are the way that you are here, because you've done the inner work of the Hermit energy, which is a really, really good, you know, really good thing. It's excellent. This reading's very, very good so far. What's going on in your expectations then? Well, the Temperance card is all about, again, it can be a card about finding inner balance. Again, the Temperance card can be finding balance with another human being. But what is your expectation around this Temperance energy? The Ten of Swords. So how I read the Ten of Swords is if it's in the upright, this is pain, failure. If it's in the reverse, you're overcoming that pain and failure. I think that the expectation is the situation is you reconciling with this individual, the Temperance energy. But I feel that some of you guys will expect that this will not work out. This will, you know, be doomed to failure with the Ten of Swords energy. And the reason for that is because the Five of Cups. Yeah, this person's just going to leave you in an unholy mess, man. Five of Cups. This person will never, ever, ever be able to fulfill your hopes and your dreams. This person will forever disappoint you with the Five of Cups. This person will forever hurt you with the Five of Cups. You know this. This is a good reading, Sagittarius. In fact, it's excellent. In fact, I would say it's bloody excellent. It's a really, really good reading. Because what it's saying is that you guys have come to the light. There's a real realisation here. And also the Hermit is about realisations. And you're looking into the Chariot as well. So not only here, even though you're a little bit nervous here, and your hopes are, well, I hope, and you're in pain for some of you guys with the Nine of Swords to a certain extent, you're still feeling hurt, because the Nine of Swords is like a Ten of Swords stabbed in the back. Your hopes will be, well, I hope to overcome this with the Knight of Swords. I hope it will be swift. I hope it won't last long, because remember, the Knight of Swords is swift energy. So it might be that you guys are hurting here, but I hope that this will be a swift thing, because I've done a lot of inner work here, and what I'm looking at as well, what I'm discovered as well, is that I've got a lot of inner control, because the Chariot is all about inner control, and you can control your emotions with the Chariot. So not only have you done the inner work, but what you've discovered is I've got a lot of control on this situation. I've got a lot of inner control. I've learned to manage this situation here. And you guys say, well, I expect that if me and this person came back together and worked through our issues, it's going to end up in a mess anyway. That's what I expect with the Ten of Swords, because this person's forever hurting me. Five of Cups. They've just left me in a mess time and time again. It's very, very good reading. You really know who this individual is, and some of you guys are determined not to go back there. Let's have a look at what the hidden aspects are. The Four of Cups is the situation in your hidden aspects. What you don't know, the situation is about somebody who is non-committal and emotionally unavailable, but this could also be you being this situation. What you can't, but I think it's this person. I think the person who withdrew from you is the person who's not committed with that Four of Cups. So I'm seeing that this person's not committed. What's happening is this person could be a Cancerian. Four of Cups is a Cancer person as well, but it doesn't have to be. But what I'm seeing is the situation is about the person who withdrew from you, the person who's not committed. Four of Cups. What you can't see coming in around this person is the Three of Wands. I think that this person's probably going to be looking to reach out and contact you with that Three of Wands energy. The reason for that is because the Five of Coins, they're feeling that abandoned, they're feeling left out in the cold. Also, if you look at this Five of Coins energy, look how the person's coming back with the begging bowl. Can you see that? So I think that what you can't see coming in is this person's going to come back. Sagittarius. This person's going to come back with their tail between their legs, their begging bowl. They're going to ask you for forgiveness. They're going to say, oh man, I'm really sorry. You know, I know I let you down and blah, blah, blah. But they know, for some reason, this person, and it's so true, what happens a lot of the time with these douchebags, when they withdraw and when they do their bullshit on you time and time again with that Five of Cups energy, and then they leave, for some reason they've got some kind of fucking honing device where they know when you're alright. They know when you're okay, Sagittarius. Can you see that Seven of Wands? This person knows that you're alright. They know that you're fine. So they're like, oh, let me come back again. Because they're energy vampires. I think I'm reading an energy vampire here. They know when you're okay. They know you're getting on just fine. They know you've done all the inner work, but they can't bear it that you're getting on just fine. So they come back just as you're getting on fine. This person comes back here. This person, Three of Wands, is all about contacting you from a distance. This person's looking to contact you from a distance. They could have been shut out of another relationship with the Four of Coins. Five of Coins, sorry. Because the Five of Coins means abandonment. So it might be that they come back because they've been abandoned from somewhere else. Five of Coins energy. What's the immediate future looking like then? So that's his coming in at some point for you guys, okay? But it's really funny because you guys are just getting on just fine. Immediate future shows as, situation is a Knight of Cups. Could be a Pisces person, Sagittarius. There is an offer of love here. Knight of Cups energy. What is it that you can expect, the immediate future around that Knight of Cups energy? Ah, nice. Four of Wands. There's an open door here. There is a chance. So the immediate future shows as a result of that offer of love, you've got a Four of Wands. So there is a new door opening up. You can see on this Four of Wands there's a door opening up. There's a new door opening up here. Okay. There is a chance to start building something with an individual. Let's have a look at why we've got the Four of Wands energy. It's good, but I read you as being the Nine of Wands. So a new door is open because you've finally just given this whole thing here the heave-ho. This is you on the Nine of Wands. You can see on this Nine of Wands, this person, even though it's in the upright, Chira Marchetti almost draws it like it's a reversal. Because the Nine of Wands in the reverse says, I'm no longer willing to start my post. I'm no longer loyal to this situation. I'm done with it. I'm dusted and I'm giving up. Fuck this shit. I'm moving on. Nothing is worth me wasting my time on this. And this is you. Okay, doors are starting to open. There's new love coming in. Situation is about new love, new romance, Knight of Cups, in which what you'll experience is new doors opening for you, Four of Wands energy, because basically you've given the heave-ho to all. And can you see how he looks back at the Five of Coins? So he's like, really? Really? So if this person comes back in October, you'd be like, really? Really? Forget it. And that's why new doors are opening. They always say that when you release a blockage, and whoever this person is has been a real leech. I think this person's been a real energy vampire, but once you relieve yourself of an energy vampire, that's when everything starts to change. It's a magnificent reading. And the overall outcome is, but you got the Eight of Swords. Why have we got the Eight of Swords being the situation? So this is a trap. This is a prison. This is limitations. This is mental blockages is the situation. But what is the overall outcome around those mental blockages? The Seven of Coins. Why have we got the Seven of Coins here? Seven of Coins is often waiting, often in love. So around that mental blockage here, what I'm seeing is the overall outcome is somebody is waiting. And what are they waiting? What's the reason for that? They're waiting because of death, change. I don't think this is you. I think it's them. I don't think it's you. I think they are the Eight of Swords. Whoever this person is, I think that the situation is with the Eight of Swords showing here mental blockages concerning them. I think there's frustration as well concerning them being the situation. But I think the overall outcome from that frustration is with the Seven of Coins. This person is waiting with the Seven of Coins. So this person is waiting. It's probably the frustration is because they're waiting for you. And why they're waiting for you, maybe they have transformed as a person with the death energy. I'm seeing somebody who's getting exactly what they deserve. I think this person is waiting for you. That's what I think is happening here. I just think that you've just got too much good stuff. And I think that you've just come too far. I can't see you guys going back to this. It must be them. I think that what's coming in, Saturday, we'll get this reading again very quickly. October 2018, somebody withdrew themselves from you. But you know what? You lot are taking the high ground mentally and emotionally on this because you got options, Two of Wands. You can either sink or swim as well. I think in the present situation, the situation is all about, perhaps for some of you guys, it's your work with this Three of Coins energy, or it's the chance to work on developing relationships with others. And I feel that what you're experiencing around that is a real time of growth, energy, creativity, especially in terms of your work, because for some of you guys, you're moving forward. Also, I feel that if the Three of Coins energy is about developing your own self with this Three of Coins energy, you're really starting to see with the Empress energy showing here, it's the major of this card, some significant changes and development with the Empress energy, not just in your work ethic, your career, but also perhaps within your appearance as well. You know, working on your beauty, for example, because this is working on in the Three of Coins, you know, present situation you're working on 3 of Coins energy, perhaps some new creative projects, and the creative projects can be to do with yourself. So this is a card of beauty. So often when you get Empresses, they're working on their looks. You might get, you know, some new face care stuff, you might get some new hair care stuff, you might get some new clothing, because you guys are determined with the Chariot energy showing there to move forward. Can you see that? So you might be working on your external appearance as well with this Empress energy showing here, determined to move forward with the Chariot, which is a really nice energy to have. Now, in your hopes and desires, what we've got is that, well, the situation is about you guys feeling very hurt with the 9 of Swords energy, but the hope would be that this hurt will be swift with the Knight of Swords. So if the situation is about you guys feeling hurt, the hope would be, well, I hope to overcome this quickly, because it's a quick card, is the Knight of Swords, because I've been doing a lot of inner work with the Hermit energy. I've been meditating, I've been trying to love myself a little bit more, I've probably been reading a lot of self-help book, but also what I've discovered here as well is that I'm stronger than I thought I was. I have great self-control. Okay, so I'm not going to fall apart with the Chariot. And I've also discovered that because I've got great self-control with the Chariot, I can move further. I can move ahead. I can move on from this situation. So those are nice energies for you, Sagittarius. What your expectations are? Well, if me and this person were to reconcile and work through our differences, well, I tell you what will happen. It's going to fail. What I expect is failure, because this person has not done nothing but hurt me time and time again with the 5 of Cups energy showing here. But what you can't see coming in is that this person who's hurt you, the 4 of Cups, they're the non-committal person. They will probably look to contact you in the future. It'll either be because they've been abandoned from a prior relationship, or because they're just coming back with their begging bowl and they don't like being abandoned. Okay, especially as I think this person has some honing device as to you now being a very powerful person and rising above their withdrawal, because you've got other options that you could consider with the 2 of Wands. Okay. Immediate future though. So this will happen. This person's going to come back no matter what you do. They've got a honing device on you, Sagittarius. Trust me, they're going to come back with their begging bowl as usual. However, you got new love coming in. The situation is all about new love. And what you'll find in the immediate future as a result of that is the 4 of Wands. This is happiness, this is joy, this is contentment, this is partying, this is going out and having a good time, this is generally getting to know this individual, this is generally with this 4 of Wands, this is like success in its first stages. There's a lot more to build on with whoever this person will be here, but there's going to be a lot more to build on. But you know, this is real happiness showing here for you, opening of doors, because you guys decided, fuck this, I ain't got no time for this person here. I've given up on this situation. I'm done with it, which is a really nice energy. The overall outcome shows, I don't think this is you. I think it's them. I think that this ex of yours, the person that withdrew for you, and also in the hidden factors, looks to come back with their begging bowl. This person's going to be feeling very frustrated. Okay, the overall outcome around their frustration is that they're waiting. And why are they waiting, or what are they waiting for? They're waiting for change. The change is you. They're waiting for a transformation to occur within you, I think, here. Okay? Because I think that this person comes back with a begging bowl, but I don't see you guys giving this person a chance. And this person is frustrated. And around that frustration, though, they're willing to wait. 7 of Coins. And they're waiting because they're waiting for a change within you. I think they're waiting for you to change again. They're waiting for you to come back. But they'll only do what they've done before, Sagittarius, so fuck them off. This is a very, very good reading. I see real strength in Sagittarius in October. Excellent, excellent reading. And the more that you carry on, standing within your power and rising above the bullshit of whatever this person does with these 2 cards here, you know, they've withdrawn from you, and now this non-committed idiot wants to come back and contact you here. They've got the begging bowl. Probably they've been shut out by someone else, or they just don't like that you've abandoned them. But they come back. And you kind of say, no, thank you. I'm done with you. You know what? Because I've got someone else here. I'm enjoying my life. I've got other offers here, and there are opening of doors here. I'm feeling really happy with this. Just really happy and really excited about everything. And they're the ones that are left frustrated, because now they are the ones who are waiting. Do you see how karma works? Karma is served this month in October, and going on from October as well. this is what, you know, looking at this reading, it's really funny, but you can see that karma has been served. The shoe is now on the other foot. The shoe is on the other foot. Because before, you guys were this. You're not this. You can't be, because you've come too far within the reading. It must be them. It shows how karma works. Before, they had no problem with frustrating you with the Eight of Swords and having you waiting for them to change. And now they're frustrated. And the overall outcome is they're waiting for you to change. So karma has been served. Trust me, you got this person having to go through karma now. This person's got their karma coming to them because they've messed you about for too long. But because you guys are kind of like saying, you know what, actually I'm cool now with this. I'm fine. Fuck it. This is when things change. This is when opportunities start to... And also what I'm recognising in the reading, Sagittarius, is that you guys recognise what your own value is. And it's a very nice reading. You just see your own value. You say, well, why should I? I'm rising above this energy because I've got other options, two of wands. I could either sink or swim. I've got other options. I've got other people that I can see. So you know what your own value is. You know it here as well. So if you guys working on your own beauty, working on maybe work projects, things that interest you, hobbies, moving forward, recognising, seeing that you have self-control and you have real strength and determination. Yes, you are hurting a bit, but my hope is that this will be quick. It will leave very quickly. The suffering will not last with this Knight of Swords energy because I've been doing a lot of internal work. Carry on doing it, guys. Carry on doing it. As soon as you start to do that internal work and feel this is it, life is, you got to be careful how you treat people in life because karma is a bitch. And karma's coming back to kick the X on the ass. You've done really well here. Excellent reading for October 2018, Sagittarius. Like I say, thanks ever so much for joining me. If you'd like a reading, please go to the link below. All my details are in the description bar, or you can click on the link at the end of this reading, which takes you through to my website. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day, my darlings. Take care. Bye-bye.